go, here we go. Hey everyone, it's T. So there have been, I guess, rumors about a reboot. It would be an animated reboot. I don't know if they've been confirmed or denied or whatever, but I was like, I thought it would be interesting to look back at it, and all of the episodes are on YouTube. It was a nice little nostalgia trip for me because this is my childhood. So let's do a tiny breakdown. Totally Spies is a cartoon following 3 California teen girls / young adults who are recruited by a secret organization to be spies. And of course, general cartoon hijinks. It's very much like the hyperfeminine, girl-centered cartoons of its time. And the aesthetics were honestly just so formative. Not just the colors and the outfits, but the tech and the gadgets that they used, the environments. I literally want my apartment to look like some of these rooms, honestly. So before looking into the show, I was like, surely this has some of the same kind of influences as the other childhood girl power-y shows. And perhaps to a certain degree it does, but I was really surprised to see that their main influences were Britney Spears, the Spice Girls, and of course, Charlie's Angels, the 2000s version. I was surprised that there wasn't more of an influence from the magical girl genre. I feel like that reached its peak in America in the late 90s to early 2000s, at least among young children. That being said, the girl power, passion for fashion kind of genre was fairly oversaturated back then, so I'm sure that these differences kind of made it stand out. Anyway, on to the show. The characters are Clover, the ultra girly girl, Alex, the kind of tomboy light character, and Sam, the teen mom. Honestly, you could just probably think Powerpuff Girls set in Southern California. What I noticed, going back through, and I think I even noticed this when I was a kid, is that, they don't really dress like their personality types, unlike other cartoons of the genre. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. For example, Alex wears a lot of ringer tees, sweatpants, cargo pants, that kind of thing. But she's also seen in a lot of, pastel clothes and more feminine things. Sam also flip-flops between her conservative sweaters, floral accessories, and also just low-cut tops, more similar to what Clover is known for wearing. Clover, I think, is the one who sticks with her style the most. So let's look at the influences. A prime example is Britney Spears' non-stage outfits of the era. I was also wondering about the Spice Girls. They're very slightly before my time, so I don't have a lot of reference for how they dressed normally. But I can certainly see the influences in the color choices. And then, of course, Charlie's Angels. I think you can see the influences for the show. How many times am I going to say influences here? For the show, in the plot, but also in their cat suits. And also I can see a similarity between the Alex in the show and the Alex. They're both named Alex. No, not that Charlie's Angels. Who do you think I am? No, Lucy Liu is Alex. They're not both named Alex. Or at least Alex in Totally Spies is more similar to Dylan. Although she's the one person that is of color. So we're not going to get into it. But yes, the cat suits. I think that, for the cartoon, they were largely de-sexified. But also, added some color for iconography's sake. And this got me thinking. While I do think that a reboot of the series would be more likely to take from current fashion trends of the 2020s, which are constantly changing, I think it would be interesting to take a crack at their style in a different way. Wikipedia says that throughout the seasons they're 14 to 22. So let's just say youngish adults. In general on the show, I feel like you see a lot of crop tops, a lot of low-waist pants and skirts. I think taking something from the 70s might be in order. I feel like that comes back into style every 10 to 15 years, and and we had a tiny itty bitty revival last year, at least with certain pieces like shoes and flared pants. What happened last year? Okay, so I lost some of my footage, so here's a voiceover instead. For Sam, I already got kind of flower child aesthetic in some of what she wears, so I think we can really up the ante on that. I was also looking at some dresses from Closet Mod. I really liked this floral dress. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what I was thinking when I was thinking about Sam, even the styling on this model. Also, having a shirt like this is basically what I was thinking as well. Kind of the poofy sleeves, but mostly the collar detail. I was also looking at these jumpsuits from Miracle Eye. I honestly think that they could work for all three of them, but I think the flower motif fits Sam the best. Sam is supposed to be like the smart one, so why not go a little bit literal with that? I like these kinds of collegiate outfits like this from Machino. I also really like these options as inspiration from Gucci. They're very prim and very proper, giving a different take on a collared shirt, I think. Something with ruffles or a tie front. I also really wanted a sweater vest. I honestly think everything that this model is wearing here, I just like the sweater because it had flowers in it, and it seemed simple enough to go with what the animators tend to go for with their outfits. Let's move on to Alex. I love a ringer tee. I think they can be timeless summer staples. Here's one from ModCloth. But I do think that, going with this kind of theme, we would probably want vintage. So let's see if we can find that. And for this, we are ignoring copyrights of any kind. So, see, vintage shopping on eBay is dangerous because it's like, I don't need this at all. And yet, here I am. But yeah, sports tees especially. This is an 80s one, which is interesting. Very wrinkly, but beggars can't be choosers. They can steam things for a cartoon, can't they? I don't know. I love this tee. I feel like it's very 70s, very Alex's style. And then going off of that and some screen caps from the show, I really like, they're called dolphin shorts. I have a pair somewhere. I don't know where they are. Honestly, I'm gonna look it up. Aha! Literally these. They're not the small. But yeah, a pair of dolphin shorts, something like this. Not with these heels and socks, because I just find that a little weird. This is just me going on a tangent. I used to love the look of mid-thigh baseball socks. I had a pair. I never had the stones to wear them. Yeah, I love that for Alex, yeah. For Clover, it's kind of hard because she's the fashionista of the group. I feel like her style would be the most varied, especially because I feel like it's kind of sort of the most varied on the show. There's usually pink somewhere, but yeah, I think we could go the most Britney for her, honestly. The most photo shoot stage costume Britney. Lots of interest and details, that kind of thing would be fun for Clover. And also, I really love this matching set. This is actually very similar to the Britney Spears thing I was looking at earlier. Interesting. I did not know that disco pants were 70s and not 80s, although this says 1979. So right around that time. This makes me really miss the American Apparel disco shorts. Did they have disco pants? I don't remember. But of the 2010s, I wanted a pair. I was too scared to wear them. Who knows? I might bring them back. I might live my life. Yes, but as far as their team outfits, I think that a lot can really be done with calling back to the Charlie's Angels of the 70s. That would be cool. How they all wore something that was similar, but also had their individual style. I feel like they did a lot more adult stuff on the show. Went to parties and things where they had to dress up in dresses, and in the movies as well. So I don't know. I feel like they didn't do that as much in the cartoon because it's a children's cartoon. Those kinds of things could work if it went in that direction. You can always put them in a party. Same dress in different colors or different cuts would be fun. Honestly, as far as the Spice Girls, what I noticed most about them was their shoe choices. which is really funny. Yes, lots of platforms and in cool, interesting colors. Big platform boots for Clover to go with like her she tends to wear mini skirts. Buffalo shoes used for Alex. Sam, I feel like would be the least showy of her shoes, but you know, they're like Stephen Madden-esque. I'll put up a picture. But I don't know, I'm not married to the 70s idea. I just thought it would be a fun early Charlie's Angels tie-in. I feel like some of the more colorful outfits they wear on Euphoria could also work with some tweaking to make them less, more, depending on what we're talking about here. You know, layering for modesty, a nice tank top. There's some pieces from like Machino that I really like. This 2022 spring summer fashion show. I even think that the retro Chanel-esque style, I don't even know what to call it, would be interesting, would be cool, especially on Clover. But I also think Sam could work with it for Alex. I don't know. She wears girly things, so who knows? And then as far as their spy outfits, honestly, their spy outfits are like the best part. I just really like their spy outfits. But I think that it would be cool if they had some detail. I've been looking at kind of cat suits that have made headlines, shall we say. This Lizzo one is incredible. And maybe with some just regular sleeves in the same pleather fabric, and also not these cutouts because children's show. But you know, the corset lacing kind of thing I think could be cool, just to kind of make it interesting, just because like it's a cartoon. Like, why not do things that aren't really kind of realistic, I guess you could say. It's not realistic to have 3 14-year-old spies who can bend physics with their technology. And also I liked this cheetah print one. I think it's cool. I think it could work. Mostly, I just think that since their whole thing is like fashionista-ish things, like it would be interesting to have like a different kind of catsuit. Maybe not each time, but maybe every couple episodes. I think that would be cool. But I do like this cheetah print one, mostly just because of the flared pants, flared leg. The print, of course, but mostly the flared leg. I do like that. Yeah, I thought I'd keep this one short. Looking at my recording time, it's probably not going to be short. I sincerely hope this is not another 30-minute video. And I thought I'd get back into it with some more styling. Sorry I've been gone, but hopefully I'll be back on track. We're keeping our promises to ourselves in 2022. Yes, if you like this video, you can like it, subscribe if you want, comment if you feel like it. Catch you next time. Thanks.